Hello everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you all. So this is the back of my bag and I have my lining which I've already opened. I've cut it. I want to fix a pocket there, which is the inner pocket. I've already fixed the back pocket, so I'm going to show you how I did the back pocket of the one I've made. So making it so neat and nicely, there's no trace of sewing inside it, just like the ready-made. So you can't find any trace of sewing here. So I'm going to teach you how I did it, and I've done that in my previous video. If you check it out, how to fix it on the leather, but I'm going to show you how to fix it on the lining. So this is my zip cloth. The zip cloth is more than my notch lining, and this is the pocket that I want to fix there. So now I've already placed my pocket, then I'm putting the body of the lining on it, then I'm going to put my zip cloth under it the way I lay it now. So it's facing opposite side. Then I'm going to start with the lower part of the pocket. That is what I'm going to sew first. So this is me sewing. That is how to do it. Sewing the lower part first. So make sure you arrange your lining very well so it won't shift. So after that being done, I cut my thread. Then after that, I'm going to put my my zip head. So me putting the zip head, I make one zip cloth longer than the other for easy entry. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm putting it inside. So after that, then I'm going to bend my pocket. So you bend it, you fold it. Yes, you make sure it's up. So after doing that, you lay it on your machine. You lay it gently so that it won't shift down. So arrange the lining, arrange it well, then you sew. You can see that the pocket is more than it's extra. So you start sewing, you stitch the side, then you sew gently. Make sure it's well arranged. I'm stitching the other side. So this is what you get. Then I need to take away the extra. Then I closing the side now. You close it well. You do it to the second side as well. So this is what you get. If you can get the logic, it's very easy and simple. So you trim the extra. So this is how it's going to look. This is how it's going to look. This is up. So this is my front and my back leather of the bag. So this one is pin, back pin for design. You can buy different kind of pin and you put it and close it there. So I'm doing almost same thing here too. Putting my lining at the opposite side, then placing my zip clothes there on the lining. Then my leather is facing the opposite side as well, so that the line of the sewing thread will not be showing at the inner side of the bag. So this is how I used to lay it whenever I want to sew. Then you sew the lower part of the zip clothes first, so that you won't mix it up. So after that, you fold it. See, the lining is still showing. Then you place the back of the bag, place it on the zip cloth. Then you sew. So you make sure that the lining, whenever you bend it, you bend the lining, it's more than the zip cloth, so that it won't shift down. So you make sure you're sewing it, it's reflecting on the lining, you're sewing the lining. So this is me sewing it again, so it won't be removing. So I always try to place my machine on the leather, on the sewing again, like twice when it comes to leather, so that the person using it can use it very last. It's going to be longer, so it won't be like it will be when something is losing, it won't lose. So the person is going to use it very last longer. Then now I want to put my zip edge. So don't forget, I used to make one zip close longer than the other, so I cut one so that it's going to enter easily. Some people used to have difficult while putting the zip edge on the zip close. So you put it in the longer one first before you put it on the shorter one, so it should be easy to fix it. So after this, I'm going to sew the side, the inner side of the bag, so that I can take my dart. So as you can see, I've already notched the dart. So for those that don't know how to notch that, you can also check my other video, and if you still have more, maybe you didn't get it well, you can comment and I can teach you how to make a dart. So I've sewed the side of the bag. Now this, I want to take the dart. There's me taking the dart. So I trimmed the zip cloth so that it won't misguide me. So this is me placing the dart on the machine. Taking in 1/4 inch. So make sure one of the lining overlaps when taking the dart, so that it will be neat inside. So the lining, one side of the lining will overlap the other, one will be overlapping, so that while sewing it, it won't reflect inside. So now this is the lower bag, the down part of the bag. So I'm taking the dart. On the other side as well. If you don't get this well, you can comment so I can teach you well on how to do it very well. So I'm trimming the extra of the lining, which I don't need again. So now I'm going to turn my back to the right side. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it's looking so great. It looks like a ready-made bag, which you can't know I use a manual machine to sew. So this, I haven't closed the side of the lining now because I want to fix my bag holder, my handle holder rather. So the handle holder is going to be the one that's going to hold the handle. So I've cut out a leather, 2 leather, which is 1 inch. Then I have my D-ring. The D-ring, I put it inside the leather. So now this leather, I use my zigzag scissors to trim the edge to form a design. If you don't know a zigzag scissors and how it looks, you can comment and I can show you. So the zigzag scissors is what I use for this. Now I'm trying to, so the bag holder, now I do this when doing it so that when I want to place on my bag, it won't be shaking. I won't have this type of, you're going to try and get what I mean later. So this is what I do at first. So now remember, I haven't sewed the lining, the side of the lining, so that whenever I place my bag holder on this, it won't reflect on the lining, it will reflect on the leather itself, so that by the time I close the lining, it's going to be neat. I'm going to have a neat outcome. So now I want to place my bag holder on the bag itself, so which I'm going to sew. I always put my oil for smooth sewing. So that's my zigzag scissors, trying to trim the bag holder. So that's a zigzag. Now I want to sew it round. So make sure you're checking the underneath so that you're not sewing it on the lining. So you make sure you try to adjust it well so that you won't have something you're going to lose later. So this is how you do it. You can make your own bag holder, handle holder rather, to shift downward, a little bit downward, but I love mine to be a little bit upward, up, so that it will look moderate. But if this is giving you a difficult time, you can make it, you can just measure like 2 inches below. So this is what I get. I'll fix my handle holder. So now after fixing my handle holder, I can now close the lining. So I'm going to turn it to the outside again so that I can do it smoothly. So I want to close both sides of the lining now. So after closing one side, I'm going to close a little bit part of the other side, but I won't close the other side finished like I did on this first one. This first side, I'm trimming the excess. now. So this other side now, I'm going to just close it a little bit so that I can have the other part. The remaining is for me to turn the bag to the right side again. So after turning it to the right side, that is when I'm going to close the other side of it, the remaining part of it. So we turn it back. So you close it. So after closing it, we're almost done. Yeah. So if you make your bag like this, it's going to look so beautiful. And whenever you do it this way, you can even charge high because you did a great job by making it look neat. So this is what we get. This is the outcome. So this is my undo, which I'm going to fix an adjuster, which is bag adjuster. This is 1 inch bag adjuster. So after putting the handle down inside the adjuster first, then I put inside the D-ring, then it's going to go back into the adjuster, which is the middle metal in it. Then you bring it. If you didn't get this, you can just comment so I can show you very well how to fix the bag adjuster. So after that, I stitched it on the machine. Then I take the other side of the bag, the handle, to the other D-ring and stitch. So make sure you stitch it well so it won't be something that will be losing again. You stitch it and make sure that it is very strong and hard. So the other side of the handle, put inside the D-ring, then you just stitch. This one is not that difficult like the other one that we have to fix the adjuster. So this one you just put inside the ring and fix and stitch it. So after stitching it, you trim the thread, trim it away. And this my machine is just packing thread, which I have to just trim away. So this is the bag, this is the outcome, this is what we're getting. If you like it, just comment and like my video. So this is how the inner pocket looks like. So where you can put your money and other things. So that is the outcome. Yeah, and then this side pocket, which you can remove out and put inside again. Maybe you put your money, you're looking for your money, you just take it out and look very well. So this is what we get, this is the outcome. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more. I love you guys. Thank